And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again here with the ESL ESEA Pro League. It's another night, and we've got some really great games for you. And with me, of course, is Semler. What's up, Semler? How are you doing? Let's see. Can I hear you?
Oh, you're right. New keybind. Hey, man, how's it going?
There
you good?
Go. Perfect. I can hear you, and you can hear me. So that's like that's the minimum requirement, isn't it, to get some sort of stream going? Oh man, we're gonna have NaVi and TSM playing tonight. And again, I'd love you guys to let us know if how the actual volume is, just to make sure that we know. People are saying the volume is low. Some are saying it's really loud. I turned it down from the other day because we're getting a lot of complaints. People saying the volume was way too high. So okay.
Our volume, as in like the mic.
Yours is high.
The mic volume?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I was getting the opposite yesterday. I had to do all sorts of shenanigans trying to fine-tune it for people. But then that's when you realize asking Twitch chat for volume is not a good idea, because some people have one setting, some people have another, some people like it loud, some people like it low. All of a sudden, Anders, you don't know where to go. You just don't know what to do.
All right. Well, in that case, I've turned up my own a little bit. We'll see if that makes any sort of difference to everyone out there. Just keep giving us the feedback, guys, and we'll keep changing it. It's always a bit dodgy when you try and do these things remotely. It always ends up being a bit weird. So just let us know and we'll see. Apparently Semler's is quite high and mine is still too low.
No.
It's good. That's better. Better, people are saying. All right. All right. I think that works roughly, guys. Otherwise, we'll try and adjust as we go along. Essentially, that's all we could do right now. Right. So how's your day been, Semler? I've put it over to the game now because they are actually already connecting in here on train. But if you had a decent day.
Yeah, everything has been pretty slow. Well, I had one of those days where I kind of just unplugged and had the afternoon where I was just kind of like, I went to the gym, I read some books, I did other things, right? And then I realized, wait a second, I can't unplug because all of a sudden there's other things to do as well on top of everything else. So it's been one of those days where I was like half in, half out. But now I'm fully in. I'm fully here.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you gotta have some of those days, right? You gotta have some of those days at least. We were gonna have a really sort of quiet and relaxed day and just take it slow. But then, it turned into other things because we realized someone had to mow the lawn because that hadn't been done for a long time. So I was mowing the lawn, and it turned out to be really nice weather. So we thought, it's Denmark, and it's only really ever nice weather like 3 times out of the year, so it's like gotta do something when the sun is out. So we went for a walk outside instead. It was quite good, but yeah. So our relaxing day changed a bit, but it was cool. And then I got some time to just think and look forward to the evening as well. It's kind of good. I mean, when we end up sitting like this for 6 hours in a row, it's actually kind of nice to have been outside and spend some time walking around.
Yeah,
the contrast.
That's what I did on my balcony. I just sat on my balcony. I was just like, yeah, walking, no, but I'm down to just kind of like read in the sun. Except that there was like this really nippy wind. So this is the problem with Stockholm. You can never really get it right. Like, it's a perfect sunny day, but then the wind is actually cold to the point where you kind of have to put a jacket on outside almost. Or otherwise you feel like you're catching a chill. So it's like you can't have it both ways. You can't get your cake and eat it too, Anders. It just doesn't work that way in Sweden. It's one way or the other.
It's got to be getting warmer soon enough. I mean, I'm coming back there on Friday. You got to make sure that it's warm and nice when I get there. Otherwise, I'll be disappointed.
Oh, don't worry, dude. I think we'll get sorted. We'll get it sorted. Besides, what do we really care though? We're gonna be in like the Fragbite offices the entire weekend. So I mean, all day we're not even gonna be able to go outside, dude. It's just gonna be, well, actually, pretty good games all weekend long. So it'll be a good time.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Look, we are almost getting everyone on the server here, and I can already tell that the people who have been betting on the various teams are already going mad in the chat, saying, "Take all my energy, TSM. Take all my energy, NaVi." Semler, where did that meme come from? Take all my energy. Is it like a Dota 2 or a LoL thing? Or something?
Yeah, it's a Dota 2 reference.
All right.
What was it again? There was something. Oh, man, what was it? Take my feels. It was what was it? It was something to do with. Something to do with Valve and Dota 2.
Okay, well, I'm sure
there was like some kind of calamity where the entire community were just like, do this, please, and then like, here, take our resources.
All right, I try and keep up with the memes, but it's real hard sometimes. So do my best. In the meantime, though, we're gonna be watching Train one more time here, and that's quite cool. And I expect Navi to be a team to pick up this, even though when we interviewed Guardian, he was like, well, right now we haven't, it's not like our main focus, but we know we have to be good at it because like the other teams are playing it, so we have to play it as well. But they didn't sound like they were sort of completely convinced that this had to be like, you know, their best map of all time or anything. But I guess we'll see how it goes. TSM, on the other hand, I think they've actually put in a fair amount of work. And you know what? You know what? They're trying to score some real easy points with me as well, Semler. You know how? Dupree came to me one day and said, Anders, we've got a strat now on this map that we've named Anders. So they're like, let's do the Anders. So I was like, all right. You know,
yeah, there you go, man.
Trying to win some easy points with the commentator. I see how it is.
With the actual smoke strat onto A now, I'm probably just gonna start calling it that, just to make it easy. Because, well, I mean, you could call it the easy plan or like a plant strat basically. I guess I don't know, but yeah, I'd side with you if you say that Navi are gonna come out ahead in this match, because TSM, they looked a little hairy yesterday versus Dignitas. They won 16-8, but it was a little touch and go.
You know, as much as I would love that, Samuel, you know the problem is with calling a strat on Anders is what if it fails? Since it's gonna be like, oh, you know, they tried an Anders but it failed, and it will be like, you know, it'll be a horrible thing. So,
boom.
Yeah, you know, I'm a bit worried as well. But we're just missing one person up in here, and we'll be good to go. And it's Device as well. Where is Device?
Probably working on that summer physique, you know. He's already tweeting about how he wants quarter pounders at the Fragmite Masters this weekend. Just gonna kind of walk up with that body. Just gotta get that swimsuit body going, you know. Device is a pretty fit individual. He's surrounded by fit individuals over at that sports high school he goes to, or he just graduated from, rather.
What a lot of people don't know is that Device could have potentially actually pursued a career in badminton, because he's quite good at that too. Don't know if he was like, you know, like close to reaching a pro level or something, but definitely he was good enough that he could have been on some, you know, some up and coming, you know, team list or something like that, and maybe made it somewhere.
You know who else was really good? Who was a pro gamer and who was really good at badminton? Funny enough, James, too good.
What?
Yeah, apparently he was like ridiculously good in back in high school as well, like high school, college. And he was just doing badminton, and then he messed up his knee. It's like always the same story, you know. It's like Freiburg, really good at hockey, played hockey at a pretty decent level, messed up his knee. You know, he took an arrow to the knee. Well, same thing for James, and so good thing that Device, you know, he kind of like, at least he didn't cripple himself first before turning to video games. But you know, that works.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm gonna avoid the obvious arrow to the knee reference here and just say that I'm actually real surprised that that, you know, James was ever active like that. Because just from what we see at the Good Studio, you know, it's just it's a different feel, isn't it? I was actually just rewatching the Aces ROG 2012, I think, highlights. StarCraft tournament where, you know, like Too Good is there, and they got In Control, and a lot of bad. I think you were there as well. A lot of really bad things were happening in that tournament, but the highlights are hilarious. It's like a different age of esports, man. They get away with some crazy things in that highlight video.
Oh, of course. I'm silly.
I think they're talking about In Control's mother at some point, and things spiral horribly out of control.
Here I am, like, freaking thinking about Destiny, or like DBZ the other day, because I was watching this like Hercules engine that's going to go on rockets, and when you light that thing, it just looks insane, like this incredible inferno, just like raw power. And so I was thinking, you know, that's totally Goku just going nuts in DBZ, right? And apparently take my energies from DBZ. Of course, I'm an idiot. How else is he supposed to kill Frieza, right? How else is he supposed to get it done? He takes everybody's energy. I'm so dumb. How do I actually miss that reference? Damn. All right, shout out to Martin Taste. He's over in the 4chan chat. Thanks for hooking that up, bro.
Oh, there we go. We've got that sorted out.
For Goku Spirit Bomb, of course. God damn.
We get that info seminar right as the game is about to go live as well. Although they've already failed at doing the knife round, but I suppose they'll get right back at it. Is there like a sixth player on here? No, there isn't. Someone's just AFK. Or been disconnected, I'm assuming. Oh, it's Edward again. Oh, no. Well, once we get Edward back in here, we'll have a knife round, and then we should be good to go. Who's going to win this, Semler? People already put down their bets, so you can't screw it up for anyone. No one can change their bets at this point. Is it going to be NaVi or is it going to be TSM? I mean, it's a map that we still don't know how to... You know, it's like a bit of a loaded question. I'm just trying to get you into trouble here, but, like, you know, who's going to win?
I put my money on NaVi for sure.
Yeah?
Well, it's like we don't have, like recent plays between these two teams.
know.
NaVi, it's kind of hard to say. Not between these two teams because these two teams like actually don't play each other that much. But as far as Train is concerned, I've got two maps on the top of my head. NaVi crushed Maus 16-4, but then Dignitas kind of crushed Dignitas, or well, rather TSM kind of crushed Dignitas as well 16-8. So it's like they're both like tier 2 teams that they played on this map. It's not a tier 1 team that they went up against, so it's kind of hard to tell like what kind of shape they're going to be going up against like equal aimers, right? Because that's really what kind of boiled down to. They had some strats, but a lot of it was just, you know, 6 sprays and great shots and then the AWPs, right? So it's like I'm going to go with Guardian just because he's got the op. If not, and NaVi, you know, Train has always been their hood, right? You know, Edwards even got the pin, so I'm going to go with NaVi on this one. Sorry to TSM guys, if you put your money on TSM, that's I feel for you.
Well, I mean, they're Danish and all, and I'm gonna have to go with TSM in that case. It makes it more fun as well. So, but I think it's really hard to know. Like, yeah, I can't base it on anything sort of specific. It's just, you know, might as well try and go for it here. Edward finally just connecting back in here, and you can actually tell he's got the Train pin that you were talking about there. So, you know, maybe that's gonna be. But then, like, Device has the Guardian Elite pin. That trumps everything, Selma. That's the ultimate pin. What is going on?
Yeah, I don't agree. Screw you and your pins, bro.
Man, you can't just say no to the pins. They're important.
Oh, apparently the server will reset because one of the players timed out. So, unfortunately, we have a little bit of a delay here. But there we go. That's the long and short of it.
Oh, and the server... Well, yeah, will they restart the whole server?
It's not sure. I think it's Edward apparently who got stuck somewhere or something like that, so they have to reboot everything. Yep, look, we're getting the warning connection problem. Should just be a reboot. Shouldn't take too long here.
Okay, well, we'll see if we actually get a chance to. Yeah, we'll just reconnect back in, so no trouble at all. All right, well, in that case, I think that means we're just like fairly close to going live here. So with that in mind, I want to welcome all of you here to the channel. Hope you guys are gonna have a good evening with all of us. It's gonna be like a series of pretty good games this night, isn't it? It's been a bit of switching around, which has been a little bit confusing. But after this NaVi TSM match, we're gonna go into Fnatic Hellraisers, the NiP Fnatic, I believe, and I think we'll end somewhere. No, actually, we'll do Dignitas NaVi, and then we'll end with Titan NiP at around 11 CT. So it's gonna be quite a long evening as well, which is all right because we've got all of you guys here to keep us company with. In the meantime, if you want to keep up with the schedule, anything that's going on, go and follow us on Twitter. It's at OnFireSemler and at OnFireAnders. So go and follow us on Twitter right there, and you can keep up with what we're doing, and also add to our overall number of followers so that we can feel even more famous on the internet. Train, I think it's just it's a great map. I actually do enjoy watching it a lot recently. I just wish we could see more planned stuff for the B-bomb site, Sam. I feel like that B-bomb site has been neglected for far too long.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm talking with the admins real quick, trying to get things sorted. We're trying to figure out what the game plan is.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to renounce the game as well because I think my game actually crashed on Reconnect. So
we're not alone in this.
All right. Fair enough. Well, then that's good news at least. That means I'm not the only one that. Would have been bad if the game started all of a sudden.
Make sure you get the new. Make sure you get the new IP too. I think.
Yes, I'm on it. I promise you, I'm on it. And there we go. And we'd love to show you guys the IP, but some of you we don't quite trust. There we go. Connecting back in. Well, I've made it onto the server at least, and we're on the right map, and it's the right teams joining, so should be good. Should be all good here. Oh, we had someone translating all these Russian signs for us the other day. I'm wondering if I bookmarked that. I may
It's true. A lot of it is like protect your eyes, wear glasses. You know, just like really inane stuff. Actually, you know, you're thinking that somebody like somehow Valve are gonna put like some kind of Easter egg or something in there. Ditto. Nothing but, yeah. Oh, man, I gotta actually, like, reconnect again. The minimap bugged out for me.
Oh, did mine too? No, mine is alright. You never know with the minimap. Sometimes it will be a little bit weird. But yeah, you're right. I think... Is it this one? No, I can't remember. Found a couple of different ones. Apparently this over here by the pop dog ladder. Apparently this says climb here, which is good. You know, those are good directions for a ladder. In case you didn't know how a ladder works, they've put up a sign for it in Russian, no less. So perhaps a little bit confusing. Okay, let's see. Trying to find any other signs that were. Oh yeah, this one actually I think was kind of funny. This apparently says Department of Communications, right outside or right in T-spawn more or less on the wall there. So it's a little bit of info. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but that's what we were told anyway. We do have the knife round going into this, so we're about to get ready here. It's NaVi facing off against TSM, best of one game for the ESL ESEA Pro League. And welcome to the show once again. I'm Anders with me, Assembler, and we'll see how this is going to unfold as we've got, I mean, just 30 rounds to figure out who's going to be winning this. And obviously, in this league, you only get like 4 teams advancing from either group, and it's a European group and a North American group. This is like such a ridiculous way to, I mean, there's so few teams coming out. It's such a hard competition. Just think of it, 4 teams out of the European region. There's going to be a lot of upset fans out there, no matter what happens.
Oh, yeah, dude. Considering, like, the top 8 in the world are European. Well, top 10 in the world are European. Top 15 in the world? No, top 10. We'll be realistic. Top 10 in the world are European. I mean, damn, right? That's kind of that's cutting out quite a few of the competitors there. So North America, man, they better have some upsets. They better step up. It better not be Gfinity all over again, or I think there's going to be a lot of disappointed people. Going to be a bit rough. So no pressure in 8, but time to step up. No pause after the knife round either. Interesting here, actually. All right, so that's a good change. We're actually going to be able to get right into the pistol round here in the first half of this match. TSM starting on the CT side with NaVi starting on the T side. And NaVi, I love it. Bread and butter, pure and simple. 2-1-2 setup from them on the T side.
Oh, yeah, and they've got 2 people that were sort of stacked up on top of each other. One on the railing behind, I think that was Guardian, and then Ed Seized also down there. And they just got a good headshot on Dupree, and now they're going to set up for grenades that are going to head right into that A bomb site. So let's see how good they are going to be at landing them. Because we've seen some teams who know how to do this, but then still kind of end up screwing it up. Guardian checking down by Ivy quickly, just making sure no one's sneaking up behind here. But now the grenades are going to rain on in, and they're going to be for the train itself. So let's see. Device up here, boosted up onto the booth that's right next to Interconnector, and he can actually spot over those smokes, but can't kill anyone just yet. Now he's going to get the kill actually on Zeus. Looked like he was about to get shut down, but a return there as Cajun drops. Dupree is next in line. Device comes in with a good refrag. But Flamey, is he going to go down? He's got the Tech 9, and there's Kerrigan coming through with the kill. Now it's a 2v2. Bomb down, 2v1. Seized, last man standing in. TSM will pick it up. It's a quad kill for Device. Whatever he was doing, Samler, to be late on the server, it was, you know, it was the right move. He was, you know, mentally warming up. It's a good start for TSM.
Holy hell, it was well worth the wait, man. Dude, 4 kills in the pistol round, and a lot of them just straight up fights. The first one was a bit of a lurk, but the fact that he was boosted up there in Connector, but after that, he just got the work done. That before last one, his 3rd kill was just like lock-on headshot, instant 1-click. So the Vice is looking pretty on point here, and it's actually looking a little grim here for NaVi off their start, especially when you think it was looking pretty solid for Flamey just a moment ago. Full raid boss, he had the Kevlar Tech 9, he was wrecking people, but the Vice, man, he isn't here to play. Well, he is here to play, technically, I guess, but he's not messing around, we'll put it that way.
Well, I mean, it was a bit of a shame for Flamey, because I think he was expecting that the smoke they had down by Ivy was going to keep Kerrigan away, and then Kerrigan just ran right through and ended up kind of surprising Flamey. Otherwise, he really would have continued that that raid boss mode. Just Tech 9 armor and pistol rounds has become so popular.
It's so scary, right?
For a good reason. I think Olofmeister kind of made sure that everyone knew how good that was.
Yeah, it's still surprising to see that it's not more common to like just do like double Tech 9, right? Take the hit on 2 people and just give Tech 9 armor to 2 people, but not seeing that quite yet. Kerrigan standing up on the trains covering A main is going to be able to hold off Seized, and right now this force coming in from NaVi, they're not getting too much accomplished with it. It is the beginning though, and Guardian's going to annihilate Dupree. So there you go. Guardian bringing it back with a nice push through Ivy.
Wow, and Flamey coming up with a headshot as well, so now things are looking a little bit grim for TSM as they've lost 2 people to the one that they picked up on NaVi's side. Edward will go down, so we are in a 3v3, and Zeus will be found by Device, so now it's looking a lot better, and Flamey was hoping that someone would turn maybe their backs to him down here where they were facing Ivy, but somehow they all stayed out of his line of fire, and Device will pick up another couple of kills here. And Kerrigan with the triple, so Good recovery from TSM. That could have spun way out of control for them, but in fact, they managed to stay put and salvage the situation there. A little bit of damage economically too, but I mean, considering the investment for NaVi, I think TSM are going to be okay with this.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, dude. Flamey did some good work there. The Vice, though, is looking totally in shape, and I'm kind of waiting for Zipnix, actually, because Zipnix was the hero of yesterday, basically. This one train map versus Dignitas. Zipnix was just doing massive work, just completely mauling Dignitas. So he's off to a bit of a slow start, but it doesn't really feel like he's had the chance to shine either because he plays B site. And now, guess what? NaVi are going B, so he's going to get a chance to get some kills here.
Well, yeah, it's Cajun sort of in the background initially getting a couple of easy kills and also killed himself jumping down, which is unfortunate, and Carrigan will pick up Zeus. So absolutely nobody from TSM dying, hardly taking any damage at all, and moving right into the 4th round, where now NaVi can definitely go for a buy. And this is going to be the first real buy from the NaVi team. What they did in the 2nd round is kind of a, risk-reward calculation, and they thought maybe they could get a lot more out of it. But now they're going to get a real shot at doing this. So we'll see. No AWP yet on Guardian, which is important. We should be counting the rounds every time until Guardian essentially picks that up, because sometimes, for reasons that are a little bit unknown, NaVi end up sort of buying in a pattern that means Guardian can't get the orb for like the first 7 or 8 rounds, and that's a big problem.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need to point out, basically. And I'm kind of surprised to see that Guardian does commit to the force buy in the 2nd round, and that he just doesn't go for like a P250 or something, kind of half-ass it, just so he can have enough money guaranteed when it comes to the big buy round. So, a little bit of a shame there for Guardian, the fact that he doesn't have that, because he's always, you always just see his level kind of increase dramatically once he gets that sniper rifle. But it's been a good start, at least for NaVi with the nades. They managed to take Dupree down to 40 HP, so pretty much max damage. And then Guardian, with the headshot, still pretty capable, takes out Kerrigan.
Yeah, that was a nice return, but you're right, that was a shocking grenade onto Dupree. He actually walked into it as well. And Sue's gonna run through the smoke and drop Dupree with a, bit of a spraying headshot. Then Device drops the bomb carrier, though, but he is going to be almost alone. Zipnix will take out another player there, so it's actually a 2v2. With about 30 seconds left, and Seized is going to go down to Zipnix, and there's Device picking it up. So Zipnix and Device just no problem at all picking up the last couple of kills then, and making their way to 4-0, and NaVi not even getting a bomb plant. And if they'd got the bomb plant here, they would have 100% bought. But the fact that they don't means, I mean, they actually might just go for like armor pistol kind of thing here, just because that makes sense, but it's still a bit of a weird position for them. Yeah, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, you can see the Tech 9s being bought up, Edward going CZ armor, Guardian going for the P250 and 2 nades. So we'll see what they have in store for us here. It's looking like it's going to be an A execute, though. Smoke's getting prepared for the A site. You got 4 guys about to set up smokes. This is going to be a total wall going down here. They're really going to be trying to just count on getting this. The whole goal about this play here for NaVi is get that bomb planted ASAP. So we'll see if they're successful.
Yeah, definitely. See them bouncing down, creating the wall. Also one for the back line here. That's going to be down by Ivy. And I think they also put up one on one of the lanes. So, yeah, 5 smokes being put into the A-bomb site. And the bomb is down as well. Device up on the booth once again. Going to pick up a couple of kills. And just a really good position to deal with that smoke wall. Just almost no way of covering it. So now, 2v3. Flamey and Guardian are going to be left. And there's not going to be a bomb plant this round either for the NaVi team. So that investment, I mean, it's not a catastrophic investment because you can tell they still have the money here on the NaVi side in the upcoming round, so they'll be all right. But it's obviously a shame when you buy, that much, like $1,500 worth of smokes and then a little bit more team wide, and then you almost get nothing out of it. Yeah,
I mean, you only get a couple of kills as well, so not the best. Kerrigan he went for like this really aggro push that wasn't really necessary, so he's lucky that his teammates were able to get into position. Basically, the Device was getting boosted up into connector. The fact that that position is working out right now for Device has been so key for these rounds that have happened on A site, because he just keeps getting kills. And there's a nade kill to start. He doesn't even need to be boosted. He's going to get an HE. Straight on. Edward down to 15 HP as well, but Guardian is still... Well, never mind. Kerrigan takes him out, and they line up for Kerrigan. He manages to take out Flamey as well.
You cursed him, Semler. He was up on that train alive and well, and then you were like, he's doing... And then Kerrigan just took him out. It's just unfortunate. Edward going to be last man standing, but this is looking like not just sort of a solid start for TSM. It's actually looking like a power performance right now. They are just crushing NaVi here in the first 6 rounds. I mean, 12-3-1 currently for Device. And these are the sort of things that are really hard to predict on a map like... like Train, that we have seen it before, but we've seen it very rarely compared to pretty much every other map. Which is also why it was a bit of a joke when I asked you who could win this, because we don't know yet anywhere near enough about this map, and maybe TSM have put in just a little bit more time currently than NaVi have. It certainly seems like they are, you know, they're having a good defense at the moment.
It just feels like right now TSM are the ones who are hitting their shots. Like Device in a lot of these rounds, it's been like 3 or 4 kills from a single player on TSM side. Like Device is just breaking people right now. He's sitting at there. He's 12-3-1, right? That's hard to deal with. If NaVi can't take Device out, they're going to struggle no matter what they're throwing here, it seems. But another 2-1-2 setup. I mean, this is also, yeah, I could believe, you know, that NaVi haven't really put too much time in because they really are going back to like old school stuff, I suppose. You know, basically like old setups, even on old train that we were seeing, where it's just like this is kind of standard.
Yeah, but I mean, I think
default. We'll put it that way.
That make a lot of sense for NaVi to do that. To say, okay, well, what worked in earlier versions of Train? Problem is, these type of pushes worked on earlier versions of Train because you had the grenades to follow up with it, right? Like you can't just get into these positions and hope that it works. You have to have the right grenades to make it work. So maybe a little bit tricky still for the CIS team, although. Yeah, they've already lost 3 people early on. I was going to say that maybe they could have done a little bit of damage to the Device then, but he's only going to remain at 59, and Seized and Edward are left, and there's no way out. I mean, the bomb is all the way down there. They literally cannot run here, pick up the bomb, and run back and plant it. There is no way that's going to happen. So another round here in favor of TSM. And Edward, is he... I'm guessing they're both just waiting. I'm hoping none of them are disconnected, because that would be painful.
That would be painful, but Seized is moving. And, I mean, well, NaVi have been known to do this. You know, just kind of like, if they've got the guns, just hold on to the guns and hope to get something done in the next round. Don't think that, yeah, Edward is hopping around as well. And, nope, never mind. I was about to say Edward is like, because I'm watching Seized and I'm seeing Edward, you know, it looks to be like Edward is moving, but then Edward DCs, so never mind. I'm joking with all of you.
Ah, good times in Semler. Once again, we're paused during the grayscale view of the game. It pains me, it really does. I need the colors in my life, man. I need the colors.
Especially on such a fine day like this. You know, yesterday it was raining, it was ugly. Today, please. No, it wasn't yesterday. That was the day before. Man, I'm losing track of the days, man. But yeah, the day before it was raining and ugly. And then it was gray in the game. See, that's when you get like you got to double down on your vitamin D for that day. Just like try and get some kind of like antidepressant going.
I'm just looking over the chat for someone to make like a vitamin D joke, you know, the D, all of that. I'm counting on you.
Yeah,
Twitch
of course,
chat.
man. It's an easy setup.
I'm counting on Twitch chat to deliver here. All right, guys. Well, we are waiting for Edward. He seems to have had a lot of trouble. There seems to be like, I mean, we kind of avoided this whole like, you know, players having their internet break up for a while. But now it seems like it's back, and it's only like some players who have like serious issues with it, which is a bit of a shame.
Well, Edward is back. This could explain, maybe no. Not gonna go that far. I was wondering maybe, you know, explains his slow start so far. 1-0-6 for Edward. But right now, this is looking like a very... I mean, if there aren't more pauses, this is looking like it could be a very clean cut here between both of these teams, because 7 rounds for TSM is a fantastic start. They've got a good lead going on, but the freeze time has been canceled, so we should be getting into it.
Whatever team becomes the first to really dominate Train will have a huge advantage in whatever, like, in the next big tournament, basically, or in any tournament. Because all of a sudden, every team is going to be banning this map against you, and that means you're free to pick other maps. We've seen this a couple of times in the past, and actually the TSM lineup here is one of the teams that used to have it almost all their own way on Nuke, which is now out of the map pool. So, I mean, maybe especially for them, it makes sense to say, okay, Nuke is gone, but then let's replace, you know, Nuke with Train, and then we still have our one map that we're super strong on, that no one will ever even dream of picking, and we can focus on everything else.
So it's kind of like the teams that are strong in Nuke, i.e. TSM. They could use that that weapon against other teams as well. Now, but I agree, it's going to be the big race to see who can actually master Train first, or at least become a competent team on it. Because right now it still kind of relies, it seems, on straight up aim. And Dupree not realizing... What? Do they not realize that there's a man there? Yeah, they have to realize. Do they not see the gun barrel? There we go. Flamey finally sees the gun barrel in Ivy. This should be an easy kill. Yep, surprise, surprise, Dupree. Need to learn those angles. That's something that tells you basically that players aren't used to the map yet, is when they don't know that the silencer is sticking out from them there for A1, that they can't hold that position.
Yeah, and also a bit of confusion on Carrigan here. But Device will return the kill. Cajun to take out Zeus as well. Still going to be the man advantage here for TSM. But you're absolutely right. That's definitely a telltale sign that that something is a little bit off there. Luckily for TSM, they managed to adjust quite well. And I mean, Seized and Guardian are left. And it's hard to really, it's hard to get excited about right now. I don't see them getting out of this one. Cajun now coming up with a triple kill. Guardian last man. I mean, he's got the orb, yes, but he's got no teammates left.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Like, time ticks away, and Guardian is just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, what's life without
holding
friends?
The angle. Oh, okay, no, he's still here. Oof. I was about to say he hasn't moved, Anders. Is it happening again? 4 pauses? No. This isn't supposed to happen anymore. But yeah, what's life without friends? I mean, that's what TSM, they got last round. Cajun B was like, did somebody call for the AWP? Like, I say AW, you say no. But like,
yeah, I say Cajun, you say B. I think that's the phrase, isn't it?
Pretty cool to see that Guardian's got the new Hyper B stop though. That thing is sick.
It does look kind of cool. Yeah, I'm liking it. Although the mana wall from Cajun is also very nice. I don't know. It's like there are so many good orb skins, really.
Yeah, there are quite a few good ones. You're right. It's hard to say, but yeah, Hyper Beast pretty slick. And well, Guardian's gonna take it over to Pop Dog this time around. Nobody holding aggro, but as I say that, Device steps into it and just takes out Guardian very quickly. Quick refrag there by Edward, but Kerrigan is in position to stop that. And this is basically every time TSM they're taking these fights, they're winning them and they're trading effectively for the time being.
Now Cajun's in a great position down here, especially against Seized, who might be trying to get out here. It's going to be a really tricky angle for him to peek. I mean, well, he actually misses the shot, Cajun, and when he tries to re-peek it, it's going to be Seized waiting for it. Will win the fight, but then, as you said, immediately refragged by Kerrigan. Once again, they've set up some good position for it, and Flamey and Zeus are going to be alive. And with that kill, it's a 2v2, so there's a chance they could do this, although Zeus dropping very low. Flamey going to pick up the kill. Simplex with 1 and a couple of bullets here into Zeus, and it's going to be another round for TSM. Zeus making a bit of noise, and that it goes back and checks it again, and he tries to get the flick. Not going to be quick enough, and Simplex will get a double kill and leave it at 9-0 in favor of TSM. Wow.
You know what happens when you don't have any nades on this map? It turns into like the biggest aim map. Right? That's what we're seeing, right? That all they're doing is just walking around corners trying to take headshots, trying to land shots on each other. It's just that it's so bare bones what we're seeing right now between both of these teams. It's straight up, well, who's actually going to win this fight? Who's going to win the peak battle? Cajun misses, then it's Seized, then it's Kerrigan, then it's Zeus, then it's just back and forth right now. These guys are all just looking for kills.
Yeah, and to sort of make that even worse now, TSM have gone for a double AWP setup, which is going to make it a little bit hard for NaVi. That used to be a really popular thing on Train, either double AWP or AWP and auto sniper.
Yep. Let's let's all remember Get Right, the god of the Scar 20, pretty much the guy who like made the Scar 20, holding brown halls on B site.
Actually going to see an execute here from NaVi. They've got smokes, certainly. Are they actually going to put them down in reasonable places? They smoked that sidewalk. They smoked off top here as well, so at least they can get in. They're missing some smokes on the actual site. Like where Simplex is holding, he's still quite free to just mess around here, and he's going to get a kill. Agent will pick up 1, and Edward gets close enough to finish him at least, but could they get this bomb down? That's the big question. Flamey's on the site, and it looks like he's going to be successful, although for them to win it, he's very much trapped back here. Hard for him to help out anybody's. Going to be Cease going down, and now Flamey drops next in line. Kerrigan with 2 kills at the end to pick it up. And we're looking at 10-0 for TSM. I do still want to credit NaVi for at least, like, I guess smoking of sidewalk. Anybody could do that. Coming up with a smoke that's up here, still not very tough, but at least they did it, right? At least they tried, and that's still a good start, I think.
Yeah, at least they've got something going for them there. And the match is set to pause. So,
wow.
Still good to see that. Well, no, NaVi attempted to go for a plant, for an eco like setup on the A side. It didn't work for them. But then it seems like B, you can still have a pretty good shot at actually getting onto that bomb site and getting the plant before the CTs can deny you. So at least there's still some of the core, I guess, aspects of the map that are intact. It was the same on the last version of the map as well. Just run down lower with that bomb, or run up, or whatever. Just kind of like cascade out onto that site really quick and just YOLO onto the site, get that plant fast, and it doesn't matter if you die afterwards. If you win the round, the whole point is to get that bomb plant and get the bonus money from that. So
Yeah.
still some very bread and butter kind of style of play here from NaVi.
Yeah, I think that still works quite a bit there. I don't know. I feel like when they had so many grenades, I wish they'd come up with a bit more. But then, I mean, the thing is, even if they do put down more smokes, it doesn't solve the core issue, which is that once they get the bomb down, they are all trapped in this weird square that we always end up talking about, right? Where it's like if you're within this square that I'm drawing over Zim, you can't see. But if the bomb goes down and you can't get out of this, if you can't get back up into the brown holes behind you or up on the high ground here, or if you can't even then push forward, which is also a good idea. If you can push forward, you can stop the CTs from setting up. You can maybe even stop them from rotating in through connector like this. I guess that should be blue, shouldn't it? CT's rotating in. There we go. So you can't even stop them from doing that. But if you actually get out of this square, then you're pretty going to be in a better position. But it's really hard to do. It requires a lot of coordination, and yeah, we'll see if it's going to be better. Thanks for people are crediting me with the drawing skills. I'm glad guys paint level 100.
Many hours, hard practice, hard training.
Yeah,
Michelangelo ain't got shit on you.
That's exactly it. That's where all my time is spent recently. Guardian gonna pick up the first kill, then Flamey taking up Dupree as well. So right now it's a favorable trade, and there's Flamey crouching in, doing great work this round for the double, and now it's Device and Sipnix left, and this has to be a round win for NaVi. They basically have to win every round from here on out, and Guardian with the double means it's almost 100% here. Sipnix, last man standing, 1v3. Don't see how he could possibly make it out. As soon as he reveals himself, they'll know where he is, and they should be able to drop him. There's Zeus doing good damage, and Zeus will win the fight as well. So 10-1. First step in the right direction for NaVi.
Yep. And pretty straightforward stuff from NaVi. Again, setting up with the smokes, but this time around it's just they pushed so aggressively. They had a good pop flash onto Kerrigan, so he wasn't able to get anything done holding a... Now, what do we call it now that it's not Crows anymore? Or T-Sniper, right? Below T-Sniper. What should we call that spot? Because that's where Kerrigan is holding right now. And they managed to clear him out really quick, and then they flanked Cajun B from there. So it's just like all-out aggression from NaVi behind this one flash through the smoke. And it actually worked for them.
There's a blue door right there. Could we call it blue door?
Yeah, okay, we can call it blue door then.
Okay. That is like... Anything more complicated, I'm already out of it. I need simple things like that. Make it more complicated, I'm like... I don't know, guys, it's too much. Device gonna try and sneak his way up. He gets the kill on Zeus. That is unreal. I wish we had seen that from Zeus's point of view, because that must have looked so stupid. But it worked out anyway. Kerrigan here gonna win the fight against the Guardian and puts up a smoke as well, and Cajun takes down Edward, and now Flamey goes down. There's Cajun taking a blind shot for the smoke. And I think he has a feeling that Cease is over here too. Cajun already with a double, looking for one more in the triple, and that will crush NaVi. That will put them completely out of it. And there it is, triple kill, no bomb plant, and a very bad situation for NaVi.
And another big round from Cajun B, who's starting to catch up a little bit. At least he's getting into the double digits now after that round. 11 kills, or 11 frags for him total, but... Yeah, this is pretty much like Apocalypse, end times for NaVi. They get reset hard. You can see Seized is just going to have enough money to go for the Tech 9 armor and a smoke. Flamey is going to have to go Galil. I mean, they have to force buy, basically, but it's going to be a bit of a mixed one. At least Guardian can afford an AWP here for NaVi, so they have that going for him. But again, straight rush out, and Cajun's already waiting. Takes out Guardian to start.
Yeah, one grenade, another grenade in. Edward already down to 29 here. Kerrigan going to try and move forward, spots Edward's feet, and will end up taking him out. So now it's a 3v5. And the bomb is at least all the way in the back here. Over at the B-bomb site, I think Cease is trying to make his way in. If he could somehow win the fight against Sipnix, it would definitely disrupt the CT defense a bit. But now that Flamey's gone as well, I'm not even sure it'll matter. And Device is sneaking up from behind, going to find the perfect timing on Cease. And it's going to be 12-1. Semlin, it's not what we were expecting.
Not at all. Far from it. But then... It just seems like TSM are playing on a totally different level from NaVi. NaVi just don't have the aim right now to keep up. Like, not at all. Cease is on 1 kill right now. Edward on 4. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like NaVi have even logged into this server right now. TSM, like, Cajun is starting to get out of control. He just completely, just mopped them all up in that last round with that AWP. Didn't really feel like NaVi have anything going into this. I'm kind of surprised, actually. NaVi is struggling a lot here.
Well, they're going to go for that well-tested smoke strat, and currently Device isn't boosted up on the hut like he was earlier. He's going to be in Hot Dog instead, picking up a quick kill on Zeus, smoking up behind him, so it's going to be really hard for them to find him, and now he's going to run through and look for Guardian. He's going to get that kill as well and run right into Edward and make it 13-1. So triple kill on Device. He's up to 21, 4, and 3. That's a pretty good ratio.
Yeah, he's looking real warmed up right now, Device. Gotta say, it's probably, the fact that he doesn't have school to worry about anymore. He's free to fly, to spread his wings. That's what's going on here. Him and Zipnix both, actually. Maybe that's what we can attribute, like, this big jump to Zipnix. His jump in skill. Having taken the exams, now he can focus full-time on CSGO. Doesn't have to worry anymore. Device neither. Well, there's a bit of a shift.
Yeah. I mean... Now they just gotta, not burn out, and if they end up playing 10 hours a day, they can get too much, I think. I think Hellraiser is one of the teams that tried that, didn't they? Where they just like practiced too much and just had pretty bad performances as a result, almost. Well, in this final round of the first half, we're going to see Cajun and Carrigan with a couple of kills here, but now it's 2v2. Flamey got another double kill, and Edward and Zeus are going to be left trying to see if they can win one more round here. And it looks like it's possible. Now they just have to deal with Cajun.
And Cajun's, he's still here. He's actually rotated back onto the back line now. Zeus might be figuring this out, although it seems like for now at least, NaVi are content to kind of sit and wait to camp out these angles. We'll see if Cajun can actually pick off Zeus. He's about to peek into it. Scope, walk, drops the bomb carrier, and now he has no idea where Edward is playing from. And a free kill for Edward. So at least they end the half with 2 rounds here, NaVi. It wasn't a 14-1. But this is also very good now. If TSM can win the pistol round, as far as TSM are concerned right now, they're sitting at the top of the group, but they got 16-1 by Titan yesterday on Dust 2. So they lost a lot of rounds. The important thing here, as far as the rounds are concerned, guys, because this is, I guess, like a round-robin format in the group phase, it comes down to points. You get points for winning, you get, a point for losing, etc. So if there's ties going into the LAN, it's going to be determined by rounds, by round difference, by head-to-head. And so rounds matter. Rounds matter a lot for these teams, which is why NaVi don't give up, which is why TSM right now are going to be really happy. If they can close this out quick, they almost cancel out the loss that they had versus TSM yesterday as far as the rounds are concerned. So bit of pressure here on TSM basically to just lock down this half really fast. Pick up the pistol, close the map out, get a 16-2 under their belt, and there you go. Call it a day.
Yeah, right you are. Like we said, only 4 teams making it out of each group makes it very, very tough indeed. And TSM pretty love to be able to participate in the main, the main tournament. $500,000 as well. It's a lot of money, Sumler. You could, if you hadn't already quit school, you could quit school right then and there. Just be like, nope, I don't need it.
What, quit school right there?
Yeah, just, you got $500,000 in your bank account. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not you. You got to split that 6 ways, right? Depends on the team as well. Maybe your team takes a big chunk of the prize money. Maybe it doesn't. But then, you still got to split it with the team. You got to split it with the players. Dude, that's 100 grand. Then you got to think about taxes. So really...
Those are all details, man. Those are all details. You may be right, though. You may be right. Well, we're just waiting on the last ready-ups, and then we should be good to go here. Once again, if you guys are just joining us, then there's a full schedule for tonight. Some really good games. We're going to be going from, we started at 7, which is about an hour ago, and then we are going to go all the way until 11 o'clock this evening. So probably till midnight, because the last game starts at 11. So we're looking forward to having all of you here all throughout. And, once again... Since we're in the downtime anyway here, go and check out our Twitter accounts. So at OnFireSummer and at OnFireAnders. And if you follow us, you can keep up with what we're doing. Summer, what do you do to keep your Twitter account interesting? What's the reward? What brilliant insight are you going to give people who follow you on Twitter?
I take scenic photos of Stockholm.
Oh, well, yeah, that's actually some quality right there.
There you go. It's as simple as that, guys.
Yeah, I don't really have anything, guys. Just follow me anyway. But my Twitter account is just for like spamming things, basically. You should follow me down.
I'm waiting for the summer. I guess is it the solstice?
Yes.
Summer solstice, right? Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting for that because I'm sure that we're gonna have some pretty sick Sick photo ops from Stockholm there when it's still sunny out at like 2 in the morning.
A lot of people are saying similar. A lot of people are asking for nudes on the Twitter account. I hadn't thought about going that route. I mean,
I don't know. Is that allowed by the Twitter TOS?
I think I don't know, but I've seen accounts that do it and don't get banned. So
yeah, okay. Maybe just cover up with an op or something, right? My favorite skin.
Yeah.
There you go.
That would be good.
Yeah, just start doing like calendar shoot. You guys will get 1 nude a month. And it'll be with like my favorite skin from the case from the operation, right? Exactly, every month.
I mean, yeah, we could really make a lot of money. I mean, I know your mom keeps up with these things, so you're gonna have to explain to her. But
Jesus, dude, the direction you just took here, I was not expecting that. What the hell, Anders?
Did I not tell you that
talking about nudes? I know your mom keeps up with this. Damn, son.
I'm gonna blame James for this because like I said, I was watching that ASSRG highlight video.
I did not expect that angle.
It's Too Good's fault, man. It's Too Good's fault.
Dude, you don't bring up Too Good. That he has no limits. He has no barrier. Like it's just not even in control could handle that. Like the direction that Too Good took there. Like not even in control. Like none of us were just. Mind's blown, dude. And his mom was actually at that event. She was working at the player lounge. So, I mean, she was helping out, and he says that. I can't even believe it.
Oh, God, yeah. The good old days of 2012. That was very interesting. Either way, guys, look, what we're basically witnessing is TSM just destroying NaVi on this map. Although the second half starts off much better with Flamey picking up a good entry kill or an opening frag at least onto the pre, then seized, firing away in the back lines and taking very limited damage. Gonna get another attempt here, but Cajun's made it close. Takes down one, gets dropped by Guardian. Bomb is not gone down, or actually just gone down yet, and Flamey is still alive in here, trying to move forward. Looks for Sipnix, will pick him off, and is immediately ready for the next player to move on in. Carrigan coming up from behind. It's actually a bit of a classic play on Train, and he's going to try and see if he can do it. He takes down one, but he's being occupied here by Flamey, and now just running in. Carrigan looking for the kill. He's going to take it as well, and there's no kit. Oh, no, Edward. This is not real life, is it? Look at the frustration. That is stunning. Carrigan making some really smart choices here. And just to point out, this play of putting people down into the B-bomb site and having the CTs obviously rotate in to try and help out. You know, they do the best they can trying to get into the bomb site. But then you have one guy lurking behind who actually follows the CTs in through and comes up from behind. Super, super, super smart play. It's a very classic Train thing. And it used to be even more popular on Train when there was actually a train that was covering down by Pop Dogs. You can run sort of between the wall and the train and stay hidden a lot more. Very cool idea. I love that. And that's Carrigan just having like a lot of experience on this map.
Yeesh. Or do you really want to go feed Seized a whole lot of kills when he's already shown that he's one of the best players with the 5-7? Up close, Seized just completely shreds the TSM push. And TSM, you know, they feel like they've got this map on lockdown. They feel like they can just close this out, and instead they get punished hard, and now they're gonna have to work for this round. They're gonna have to work to make sure that NaVi are forcing again in the next round and not buying up with rifles.
Well, Edward's going to go down, in fact. So still a 2v2 here. No bomb plant yet. Guardian looking for a headshot on one. Not going to be able to connect. And Flamey going down means now Guardian is in a bit of a tight spot. And the bomb is making its way all the way up to top of Pop Dog and running into the B-bomb site. And Guardian, he's just waiting here. Is Carrigan disconnected, or is he just admiring the Let's Us on this train?
It's hard to say.
He definitely seems. I'm staring into his soul here, and there's nothing in there. He's gone. It's going to be up to Sipnix and Guardian here. So I mean, at least the gods are working for NaVi. They really want to see them continue here. And Sipnix, does he really know this angle well enough with the Molotov? He does. That's so cheeky. Guardian comes in for it. He just got the kit, but he's going to have to wait for that fire to go away. And what? Okay, so we're getting worried for a second. He's going to have to defuse anyway here. Carrigan completely out of it, just standing in the corner by the blue door, guys. And that's going to be it. NaVi will win it, but I love this tiny detail of Sipnix actually knowing the angle. I guess this is not like the hardest angle to figure out, but the fact that it actually lands straight on, you will definitely see that in the future as well. More people doing that. Very cool.
Yeah, that was pretty clever. Just, that's heartbreaking. That should be TSM's round right there. That should be the map. And the fact that Carrigan gets DC'd in that round, that's insane. Okay, then. Well, basically, because it happened so late in the round, I'm pretty sure that NaVi are just going to hold on to this and keep going. So chalk it up to bad luck for TSM, and hopefully they can be able to come back in this next round and look to close this out fast, because they really had the opportunity there to just close this map out, get a 16-2. That would have been huge for them in the group.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I know they definitely can't replay the round. That's not like, I mean, no one else will do that either. So that's not like the NaVi just being greedy or anything. It's just like they don't have a choice at that point. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for it to get back online. It was Edward for a while getting DC'd. Now we've got Kerrigan being hit, and we'll see. We'll see how it all unfolds. I'm trying to check Twitter in the meantime just to see if anyone's tweeting anything interesting. Titan actually listening in on our conversations here, so shout out to whoever is in control of the Titan Twitter account. I think I can guess who it might be, but it may be a secret as well, so I'm not gonna spoil it. Kerrigan is back in line here. Good times, good times. Yeah, tweet us any questions you have, guys, and we'll try and answer them if we have more downtimes. Obviously, we hope that we won't, but if we do, then it's always good to have, you know, social media interaction, I guess, is like that. We're gonna use like a fancy term for it.
The actual Titan account tweeted at us?
Yeah.
Somebody should lose privileges to the access.
Can you? I can guess
account.
who it is.
Yeah, I can as well.
Well, AK on Kerrigan, and that's it. The rest are on pistols, no armor. So, you know, he kind of, you know, I don't know, he got scared last round, Semler. He stopped playing. He just couldn't handle the pressure and left his keyboard, and they lost the round. So now he has to make up for it.
Yeah, and he's at least got the gear, so let's see if he can actually manage to get something done here. They're trying to wrap back around onto the A site, and it's going to just be full yellow Guardian. Not sure if he spotted Kerrigan go across there. He must have, though. He's going to, yeah, he zeroes in, takes out Kerrigan, and there you go. Rifle down. Cage is going to pick it up, and Zipnix is bringing it back, though. Capri and Zipnix doing some good damage, and Zeus struggling a little bit to get that kill. Takes a lot of damage in the exchange, but that will not change the outcome of the round. 4 rounds now on the board here for NaVi.
Yeah, and you're right. The round difference thing, you know, like the overall rounds that you've got is going to be important if it goes into a tie situation. So you've really got to be careful you don't give up too much here. I mean, this is a chance for TSM, like you said. They played Titan and got 16-1 on Dust 2, so they want to make up for that and obviously try and see if they can get some more on the board here, right? Just get a big win here, essentially, instead of a big loss earlier. Grenade on down, and they line up for Zeus. He picks up 1, he goes 2, and almost a 3rd one there. Zeus does burn alive, but Flamey was to pick up the kill on Kerrigan. So now it's Zipnix and Device left, and they are in a bit of a tight spot here. C's trying his best with a bit of a, I wouldn't even call it like a pop flash, just a flash down. You can definitely throw much better flashbangs into Pop Dog, but it works anyway. Gets him back up and seized with a double kill to finish it. So good job anyway.
Yeah, good cleanup there by NaVi. And now this is really going to turn into a slugfest, essentially. This is going to be the long march here for TSM at this point. If they can't get around fast, if they can't get around soon, they're going to, this is going to turn into a real long, drawn-out fight. Because now NaVi have a chance to farm some money. I mean, look at that. Guardian, what's he got in his mind right now, Anders?
I think it's them dollar bills, Semler.
Damn straight. He goes for the Nova.
Yeah, he's in it for the money. It's not about love. He's got this Nova already painted red, and Flamey is going to steal it all away. Poor Guardian. He actually tosses away the Nova in pure anger. He's so mad, he just throws the Nova away. That's upsetting.
Yeah, good job. Thank you, Guardian's just like, dude, come on, man, seriously? But I guess that's all right, because look at that set. Like, 7K pretty much, 7 to 8K across the board for 3 players for NaVi, and then Zeus sitting at 5K. There's a lot of money in the bank here for NaVi. So now life gets difficult for TSM, because even if they were to win a round, they're not going to get a free, you know, kind of force buy situation out of NaVi. NaVi will be full equipped. So it's going to be the long slog here for the Danes. And already the Danes, they're going to give that AWP to Device. So Cajun was the one hopping on CT side, but here on T side, oh wow, does Dupree hit this angle? No, he doesn't. Fails to pick up C's. That would have been a big kill.
It wasn't far off, though, and Device will take down Zeus. That's a great kill. Zeus getting a little bit close. Then C's now picking both players at the same time and not going to be able to do it. I was trying to take a fight with 2 terrorist players at at once here, and that was not going to work out. So now it's Guardian and Flamey left, and TSM with a one-man lead. Still plenty of time. I mean, the bomb is all the way back here with Device is holding. So I suppose if he somehow lost control of it, that would be bad. But otherwise, Flamey and Guardian, they've got to spread themselves super thinly because they want to know where the bomb is down. So, you know, one guy covering A, one guy covering B. But whoever gets to take the first fight has to win it.
Essentially, they need to get the drop on somebody here, but Device might have caught Flamey. Yep, gonna get that timing onto Flamey. Lands the kill. Does take quite a bit of damage in the process, but 3 kills for Device so far. Guardian with his own AWP getting into the back lines. Gonna try and get in position to stop this plant from happening. He's got the Molotov, he's got the nades as well, but Device is ready. He unscopes just as Guardian goes jumping past. That's unfortunate. Can he get the timing right here to actually try and push this?
He knows that he's down there trying to move up. Guardian looking the wrong way and standing in the fire, and Device will pick up a quad kill here. All of it with the AWP. And Device is, I mean, he's at 26 kills. And we're just now halfway through the second half here. This is a pretty good score for him right now. 15-6. And it's match and map point right now for TSM. They just need another round, and they'll be good to go. And they've got, I mean, they'd have to lose 8 rounds in a row. 9 rounds in a row, in fact, here for NaVi to tie the game. I don't see that happening. They seem
I have trouble as well. We have some super aggression coming out here from Flamey. Surprise, surprise, Cajun. Time for a dirt nap. Flamey with the aggressive peek, and Guardian holding a connector will take out Device, who's just trying to get in there. Quick reactions from TSM trying to get that return kill, but it's not meant to be, and seized. Oh, he walks into the shot. Peeks, and Dupree just had enough of an angle to make use of that. Guardian, however, on the AWP, he's still hanging around on this B site. Will he catch Dupree out in the open? No, he will not. He fails. And so this might actually turn into a bomb plant situation here for TSM.
And they want to fight Guardian, and Dupree unflashed just a second before Guardian was, so Su is going to win that fight. Su's moving up, taking out Dupree, goes for the next one, but Sipnix is there to drop him now. It's all on Karrigan. He's trapped inside this box that we were talking about earlier. This is where you don't want to be stuck as a terrorist. You want to be somewhere else. And TSM tried to do it. They tried to move up, which, you know, gave them a lot of credit for it because it's not easy. But in the end, it will be the round here. No kit. And, oh, sorry, there we go. Flamey. They both had a kit, sorry. I was going to say no one defusing. I got a bit scared then. I guess they wanted to run for the second orb somewhere. Yeah, it's back line, so they're going to pick up both of them. But yeah, they actually tried to push out of the box. Sipnix moving up this way. Dupree down by the other side. They did a really good job getting close to the CTs, and it almost won them the round. But NaVi gets to stay well alive a little bit longer. And making it 7-15 here. Do you believe in the comeback similar? Is it time?
Is it real? Yes. No, it's not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go, dude. They have way too many shots at actually picking up around here. TSM. Hell, even a Tech 9 rush could work. What is that? Zeus going for a wallbang through? That actually does damage to Zipnix. What? Did you see that?
Yeah. You can easily shoot through this walls. There are some even more tricky spots you can shoot through. I'll show you one day.
Yeah, it's the first time that we've seen that in an official, at least. Nicely done.
Is going to go down. Dupree will fall as well. Edward will return, but this is a huge success here for TSM. They get 2 kills. They get the bomb plan as well. Wallbang or no, they've done a good job so far.
I mean, this is what we're talking about. Device is going to get overrun, however, so it's still Karrigan and Zipnik. Molotov there on top of Karrigan. Molotov onto Zipnix. He's trying to take the fight, and he wins. Does just enough damage to stop Edward, and this makes it possible here for Karrigan to get the job done, but he gets flanked out by Flaming, so it was too much to hope for. It was too much to wish for, and with kits on both players for NaVi, no trouble at all getting that defuse. But a very expensive round nonetheless for NaVi. Can they find the second AWP this time? I don't think so. So there you go. They don't actually have... Well, Guardian has enough to go for a glass cannon op right now if he wanted to, but he goes for the M4 instead. Flamey going to be handing that over to their main opper.
Well, we'll see how that's gonna turn out. I'm quite excited to see Device opening this much. It seemed like there was a while when he was feeling less confident, and there was Cajun doing it more. But yeah, he's definitely done a good job so far, right? Guardian though will take out Dupree, so a good early start here for NaVi. And we'll see if the comeback could really happen. I'd be quite amazed if NaVi managed to bring it back, but of course it's possible. Does he spot the leg then, Device? Does he not see it? Without the X-ray, I mean, it's not easy. X-ray makes everything look like it should be obvious, but...
What's even more frustrating right now is... I mean, yeah, of course, right? Like TSM now, they're starting to feel the pressure, I think, because they're just thinking to themselves, we could have had this at 16-2 if it weren't for Kerrigan. Just some natural frustration coming out here from the Danes, essentially. That they're going to try and close in on this A site, split it from 3 different ways, and so we have to see, are they going to be able to overwhelm the defense? Because there's 4 players on this site for NaVi right now, and Guardian's already starting strong, taking out Zipnix.
Edward trying to look up over the smoke. He's going to end up going down. Kerrigan will get the bomb down in the smoke, but Device, he's all the way in the back line here. If Kerrigan goes down, he's alone trying to prevent the defuse. That's not going to be fun at all. And there it is. Guardian picking up a third in his triple, and Flamey will get a Device taken out as well. So no issue at all. Only man to go down was Edward, and NaVi now at 9-15. And the money for TSM, I mean, even with the bomb plant, it's going to get a bit tricky here.
It's not looking too hot, is it? I mean, they could go for it, but okay, they go for a quasi-buy instead. Tech 9s, just a couple of Kevlars picked up, making sure that they're going to be able to have a max buy in the next round. So this is TSM going halvesies here, and they've actually managed to do quite a bit of damage the last time they had the Tech 9 pistol. They got the plant. They killed off 3 players of NaVi. So this isn't too bad a call now that they actually have some Kevlar and some nades. But if they can take a straight-up fight, this could get interesting. Smokes are preparing to go down on that A side as well now from TSM side. So there's the Molotov from Flamey. Perfectly timed to slow things up. And the bane of all T side pushes. The Molotov there just, you know, splitting that force in half.
Oh, Dupree went down, but he actually had a Zeus in hand. So I was wondering if, you know, he could Zeus. That would be amazing. But right now they're winning anyway. It's a 1v3 here as the Tech 9s tear apart NaVi in this 10th round of the second half. Very tough position, and there's Kerrigan with the last kill. That happened so fast, and TSM take the victory against NaVi for our first match of the evening. That was a bit of an upset. We did not see that coming. That happened within the space of like 3 seconds. They just won the round.
Yeah, really impressive stuff. And that's okay. It wasn't as clean as we would have liked for TSM, but that was definitely just TSM on point. So I don't know what happened to them last night where they were kind of shaky. They got demolished by Titan. They had to struggle a little bit versus Dignitas. Tonight, fresh start. There you go. I guess they all slept pretty well last night after those matches because they are a totally different team.
Apparently so. Super well played on their part, obviously. That means we're going to go into a fairly quick break. I think it's going to be just like 5 minutes, guys, and we'll be back with our next match. Don't go too far. It will be Fnatic versus Hellraisers, and that's going to be on Overpass as well, a map that we always love seeing. So stay tuned. It won't be too much longer, and we'll be back right after this quick break here.